All right, good morning, everyone. I'm actually not sure if I'll be trading today. It looks like Tradovate is down right now, at least with Tradeify. I'm not sure if it's down with another prop firm. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it just looks like it's down for Tradeify. And Tradeify are my leader accounts. So I don't know. I mean, I'll take a look at the charts and see, but if Tradeify is gonna stay down, then I probably won't trade. Also, I'm babysitting my dog. She can't be downstairs with the other dogs, so she's in here. She does not want to be here. She wants to be outside. But let's see what the market gives us. We definitely have created a bunch of supply on our way down, which is good. Got more zones to trade off from. What I do want to find though is zones that are closer to price. Yeah, I saw this 2 hour zone, which CPI kind of tapped into. It looks like we were rejecting it so far. Mm, let's see. See, I would normally count this as a zone, but like this gap up, I don't like. It was once the market opened up to, it like gapped up, made the candle weird. So I probably won't mark that zone. I know, I'm sorry. You gotta stay in here. But everyone's going crazy in the the Tradeify Discord. Nobody can get to their accounts. Yeah. They're saying we need new funded accounts. Damn, that's tough. Hopefully it opens before 9:30. If it does, then I'll definitely look for a trade, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happened overnight. Looks like we went down overnight. Damn. These overnight sessions are no joke. It went down almost 2% overnight. Um for me that's a pretty aggressive sell off overnight. Um I would say like I don't know, I usually think that's pretty bad. Usually if the market moves a lot overnight, it doesn't move much during New York unless it's like actually a really crazy day, which recently we have seen a lot of crazy days. It's like just how I remember Nasdaq trending days. I hope it's here to stay. I'm liking the trending days. Mm. Did you have any negative family in your ear about trading while you were becoming profitable? How did you handle it? I mean, honestly, when I was first really starting, I didn't tell anyone. I just kind of did it. And then once I got my first funded with that was with Apex, then I told my parents. They were very supportive even though they didn't understand. I mean, my very close family, like, my parents, my brothers, my girlfriend, they've always been very supportive. But like other family members, I mean, I don't know, because I don't talk to them. I really don't chat with them like that. So, no, I didn't have any negative family members. But if I did, it wouldn't have changed anything. If you want to achieve something, you're going to have other people that just don't see your vision, and that's fine. You have to see your own goal. You have to believe in it in order for it to like really come true. That's all it comes down to is you. Okay, I don't see any more zones on Nasdaq, but what I do see is this 2 hour supply zone, which we did reject right here with that CPI candle. Anyone trade CPI? It is a clean CPI candle, I can't lie. Very clean CPI candle. My dad is supportive, but my mom doesn't, and I live with her right now, so the conversations can get heated. Yeah, that's tough. I would say just it's hard because it's your mom and you live with her. Just lean on your dad, right? And I mean, your mom probably doesn't understand either, so that's probably why she's like that as well. But maybe if you like, show her the possibilities. Maybe you show her you get funded or you get a payout, then it could change her mind. Let's look at US 30 or YM. I forget people don't call it US 30. I traded CPI quick scalps. Yeah, CPI candle was good to full port. Not on a funded, of course. Maybe on like a 1 day pass. Okay, US 30 has this 3 hour supply zone. Hopefully, there's better zones. Okay, it also has a 2 hour zone. 2 hour. Also, this blanket here is for the dog, but she is not laying down. She's looking straight at the door. Oh, she sat down. Is Leo there? Oh, Leo's here. You can't see him. He's right behind me. The Chihuahua. But I was debating if I should actually. I was very close to calling off the stream. But I was like, you never know. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. But the reason I was gonna call off is just because I can't even log into my Tradovate account. My Tradeify specifically. I think all the other prop firms are fine, but right now it's just Tradeify. Let me check if it's working now. But I guess the bug with Tradeify is you can't see your accounts on Tradeovate. So it says you don't have any. Yeah, it still says it. Everyone's going crazy in their Discord. Yo, you guys know what's really funny? When something like this happens, when, an error happens with the prop firm, and then you go to the Discord and everyone's just going crazy. Someone said, fix it. I'm 1 day away from payout. Oof. Y'all are Tradeify's liquidity. Too funny. Oh my gosh, she's actually laying down. Maybe not. Maybe not. She's too alert. She doesn't understand. I've shown her my payouts, but she cool for a few weeks. Then it's like, what are you gonna go back to college or get a real job? Mm. I mean, maybe you could do like a something on the side as well. I always say, I always try to tell my students to not just do full-time trading, like do something else. Not because trading can be like a inconsistent income, but because if it is your only income, it can be more stressful for you. That's a huge reason to why I do what I do with the streaming, social media. It's not really because I want to, but more of like I need to. Cuz if I was just a trader, mind you, like I have this like hustling mentality. Like I have to be doing something with my life. And with trading, you can't really hustle. It's more of like you got to give it time. You got to trust your process. So I always tell people like try to have another income or another side hustle besides trading. My dad says she's hating on the freedom I have with trading. See, I understand that. I understand that. Thankfully my parents aren't like that, but I do see that. Like for when I've made a lot of money with trading, I mean, I play a lot of video games. So it looks like I'm doing nothing, but like that's just how it is. I understand that perspective for sure. For sure. She doesn't understand. I've shown her. Oh, I already read that. My bad. How do you calculate a risk on Ninja Trader slash Tradeovate? Um, you kind of just have to calculate it yourself. Like how many contracts are you trading, and then how many ticks are you risking? So if you have 5 micros, that's $2.50 per tick times 100 ticks, because that's usually what my stop loss size is. That's 250. It really depends on what do you call it? How many contracts you're putting on and how many ticks you're risking, right? Or how many points you're risking. You also gotta look from her perspective. She isn't used to seeing people make money online. Because before it used to be only making a living off of work. Yeah. How do you control your emotions? Hmm. It's a good question because I would say I'm a very emotional person. I'm a crybaby, right? Especially when it's that time of the month, you just can't control it sometimes. I'm very emotional. But with trading, it's like I've kind of just learned from the mistakes. For example, when you take a loss, you get very emotional. If you can't really control it, it takes over, then you overtrade, then you blow the account. And if you repeat that process so many times, you just learn not to do it. And then like, Leo, I'm gonna call your mama. I'm gonna call her. You want me to call her? Yeah, he ran right up to me. He was like, "Nope, don't call her." But with the emotional part, it's just more of like understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. And then practice doing what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of traders, every trader knows when they're doing something wrong, but they still do it. When they do that, you're like training your body, your brain to do what you're not supposed to do with trading. But if you break that cycle, maybe one day you understand, like, I can't keep doing this. Let me just call it a day here. Let me stop over trading and do it the next day and the next day. Follow your rules. It's hard in the beginning, but you'll get used to it. You just gotta train that muscle. Like, that's how I like to think about it. The more you do it, the stronger you get at it, the better you get at it. Damn, she does not want to be here. I don't know if you guys could hear her crying. Let me text someone. Ooh. All right. Okay. Just discovered your channel, seen a bunch of reels of you cooking the prop firms. It's crazy. Instagram is actually crazy. I started Instagram way after YouTube, like less than a year ago, probably. And I have more followers on Instagram than YouTube now. You'll take him? What about her? Well, he's calm now. Well, I can't take her. Maybe you can put her in the room. She's not gonna be calm. She's not gonna be here. Then just leave Leo. Leave Leo. Because if he leaves, she'll go more crazy. Unless you want to take her out. What was I saying? Oh, about Instagram. Yeah, if you're planning to do social media, if you want to grow quick, I do. Okay. Luna, vem. Thank you. If you want to get on Instagram, you'll grow quicker. TikTok, gosh, I hate TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. TikTok is for brain rot. That's what it's for. So you'll get more stupid comments on TikTok. That's just how it is. On Instagram, it's kind of in the middle. You'll get both, but you'll get more support kind of. And then on YouTube, YouTube's where you'll really get the audience that you're looking for. If you focus on, posting the content on YouTube. Doesn't matter if you're emotional, just make logical decisions consistently. If you follow your model and end up losing, just lock out. So even when you're emotional that day, you can't do anything. Yes. Yes. The lockout feature, I'm very surprised that prop firms actually did that, because if you use the lockout feature the right way, it can force you to manage risk. So yeah, I'm actually surprised the prop firms did that. Because their goal is actually to make you lose. Kind of. Kind of. In reality, that's just how it is. That's how they make their money, from traders that lose. I always like thinking about that. I always like thinking about how prop firms make their money. They obviously make their money from the traders that fail. And that's over like 95%, I think. It's a very high number. Dacho, what the? I think my mouse needs a new battery. But anyways, if prop firms make money from people that lose, and that's over 90%, what do the top 10% of traders do? I like to think about that. And then I like to think, okay, let me do what most traders won't do today, which is simply walk away. Either walk away or like actually consistently follow some type of strategy or system. Okay, I don't see too many zones on US 30, so I probably won't be trading it unless it's down here. I'd trade this down here. This 15-minute zone and 1 hour demand zone. On NASDAQ, I would really want to trade off of this 2 hour zone, which isn't really that far away. Also, something I'm noticing on NASDAQ, even before the market opens, there's good volume. Like, actually, even though it looks kind of choppy, 25 points look like such a small move. That makes me think that this opening is going to be volatile. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this analysis. I do want to look at NASDAQ zoomed out really quick. Damn, this NASDAQ short yesterday, beautiful. I didn't think it would short this much, but looking at it now, it makes so much sense. I mean, look at the volume slowing down as we approach this area. That's a perfect sign for a reversal. I don't think we have any news today. I think it was just the CPI. Good morning. Good morning. How do you feel now versus how you felt when you withdrew 80K? I would say when I withdrew the 80K, I mean, I still kind of have the same mindset. Nothing much has really changed except like my focus on trading. I would say that after I withdrew the 80K, I had certain, how do I say it? Like certain businesses to focus on that I never really focused on. And I think that like kind of messed with my trading results. Just not really having like the focus I had before. Now though, now that there some time has passed, I think my focus is back and I feel better about trading. But yeah, I think going into other business models or just another business in general, like kind of mess with my trading a little bit. But we're back. We're back. I would say I'm definitely more focused now than last month. And then also I had a lot of traveling as well. When was it? Last month. Last month I mean I had a weekend trip in Austin, and then a week later I went to St. Thomas, and that kind of, did mess with the results, which is weird cuz you can trade from anywhere. Yeah, you can trade from your phone, from your laptop, but I think environment does affect your trading. For example, if you're trading on your phone, you know, in a random spot while you're doing an excursion or something, you might not take the best trade because you're on your phone or like on your laptop in the airplane or even in the airport. You'll have a lot of distractions. The Wi-Fi on the airplane isn't good. Learned that the hard way. Yo, damn. Never train on a plane again. You never know. Maybe I will. Maybe on like the private jet, you know? Never know, never know. Using WT concept you trade? Like what concept? Supply and demand, support and resistance. I think, right? That concept, kind of, I guess. Is that a concept? I'm not sure. I will say a couple months ago I was trading a little bit differently. Like I used to mark up, my white lines, the support and resistance white lines on the 1 hour time frame. But the issue with that, with all the white lines, was that I couldn't really tell which line was important. And like I didn't really use my white lines for any entries unless it was like a late entry or something, right? Like all of my entries were always from the zones. So the white lines never really did much. They were kind of just there to be there. So I changed that. I was like, I'm going to stop drawing the white lines and just focus more on supply and demand zones, but also always zoom out and try to find support and resistance on a bigger time frame. Like yesterday. So I always say yesterday's play was like a huge support and resistance play. Even though the entry was off of supply and demand, like the confluence was support and resistance. This area here was just too good of an area. Now that I'm looking at the chart though, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Um, except this 2 hour zone. So if we don't tap that 2 hour zone when the market opens up, then I probably won't trade. Actually, I don't even know if I will trade because I can't even log into my account. Well, my leader account. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Okay, good to know. All right, so I definitely will be trading cuz I can access the accounts. Let's one giveaway of any prop account you've been profitable today. I don't have any accounts to give to give away right now. I actually gave away 20 accounts. When was it? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I gave away 20 accounts. Actually, I gave away 21. And now that I think about it, yeah, 21, which is a lot. But I will be giving away more soon. I just need to get the accounts. And that will be with Lucid. Lucid is, bro. Lucid is ahead of the game. I'm not gonna lie. Lucid is ahead of the game. Like the I like Lucid's branding. I do. And their dashboard. Also, like with the affiliates that they have, which I'm an affiliate to multiple prop firms, and with Lucid, they're the best ones because you can actually apply for to get giveaway accounts every like 20 days. With other prop firms, it's kind of like a harder process to get accounts to give away. But with Lucid, like it's so easy. That's why I do more giveaways with Lucid. They actually make the process way easier. Okay, anyways, we tapped this 2 hour supply zone and it looks like we're rejecting it again. Let's see though. Wow, damn. I'm not gonna lie, this stop loss looks very small. All right, this 1 minute wick did wick off the zone. Wow, my stop loss and take profit look tiny. I still haven't gotten an entry confirmation for short. Unless we break this 1 minute wick here. Which we just did, so I'm in short. Very too tight of a stop loss. I got stopped out. So I definitely need to size down. That's crazy. I'll probably size down to 3 micros. That's crazy. Now I need to calculate the stop. 0.5. 0.5. 3. Okay, great. Yeah, this is good. All right, we'll get in short if we break this low again. And I'll have a wider stop this time. The reason I'm thinking short is just because we rejected this 2 hour supply zone. Now I want to see if we break out of this area here. Let's see. If it does break this area here, I would expect it to come down to 698. All right. Yeah, I'm tagged in a short. I did size down so I have a wider stop. crazy short. Usually this would be my TP um if I was in regular size. But since I size down, I'm going to go for a bigger move. Yeah, these 1 minute candlesticks are actually crazy. Okay. Yeah, bro, what? That's insane. Yo, fucking put one micro on, call it a day. Like what? No, these candlesticks are different. Damn, this is a dangerous day, I can't lie. I'm donezo. I'm gonna call it a day. Like this is look at how small 25 points look. That's how you know that I already knew this was gonna happen. That's crazy. Damn. And like this reaction happened so fast and the candlestick is huge. So my usual short entry, which would be down here, is already too far gone because the candle is so big. Jeez, that is yeah, I'd be careful. And then we literally faked out of this area here. Unless we retest this area, come back down, that could happen. But dangerous game. Minute. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we break right past the zone. Just because we faked out of down here. Nasty short fake out. This could either be like a really good day for you or a really bad day. You could either hit TP in one candle and in 2 seconds, or you could get stopped out in 1 second. Like I did. I definitely sized down like quite a lot. I'd size down a lot. All right, here's the 50% line of the 2 hour zone. If this closes above 979, which it does look like it's going to do, I think it could come up to 240. All right, that's just the next zone I have. I don't see anything else. I mean, maybe this 5 minute zone. I had a feeling it was going to be like this because if you measured the pre market candlesticks, they were huge already. Even though it was very choppy pre market, if you measured the candlesticks, they were already big. And then these 1 minute candlesticks are, I mean, they're almost, I mean, we're getting like 70 point candlesticks on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see if we bounce off of this area. I mean, the 5 minute candlestick closed out, rejecting the 2 hour zone. All right, I'm gonna try shorts one more time. This time I sized down way more than I usually would. Literally 2 micros. Yeah, I mean, this 1 minute candle, that's, oh my God, that's crazy. Wow. Wow. 3 losses in a row is diabolical. What the hell? Yo. Okay, technically, if I went in with regular size, I would have hit take profit right there. That's how big this candlestick is. I mean, look at this shit. What the hell? This one candlestick hit 75 points for it to completely reverse 10 times fucking worse. Wow. Dog, this is scalper island. I wouldn't even yo, you don't even need a day trade. You just need to scalp this. I mean, what? I sh- bro, if I didn't size down on that trade, I would have won it. That's how big that candlestick is. Wow. Honestly, crazy day. I'm getting chopped. How big is this opening range? Oh my god. This opening range is 1200 ticks. That's actually crazy. This is probably the craziest opening I've seen in months. Like it looks regular, but once you measure and get in a trade, oh, completely different. That's crazy. See, damn. The ideas that I had played out. They hit TP2 technically if I was in regular size, but I decided to size down. So I never took profit. Wow. Now I know though. Now I know. It's better to keep the same size and hit take profit quickly than to size down, have a wide stop just for it to get stopped out. I'd rather get stopped out quicker. That way the TP could be quick as well. Yeah, because with the second trade, yeah. The second trade hit TP2. If I kept the same size, I would have been in and out. Actually, this is crazy. I'm not sizing down ever again. I'll say that. I don't think it's worth it for me. I mean, but either way, like, honestly, I would have expected this to short lower to the next zone just because we rejected this area. That's, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would have expected this to come down lower. That's why I shorted it 3 times. Because I was like, okay, we rejected this again. Let me short. And it played out. It did. This short here, 300 ticks. This one candle. Bro, that's crazy. I'm flabbergasted. I haven't seen an opening this crazy in a while. Dangerous day. Like I said, it could be a really good day for you or or a bad one like me. Yeah, I don't even know if it's better to size down, have a wider stop, or just keep the same size, have a tight stop. I think if I could have redone this, I would have kept this the same size. Because if I did, I would have hit TP very quickly. But I was like, you know what? Let me size down because I believe it'll short lower. Let me go for a bigger trade, but just, size down. That's crazy. I think this move here, I mean, I already knew like once we saw this sell off on Friday, the crazy short on Friday, I knew that was setting the tone for the month. I'm pretty sure I said it on the stream. And I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Wow. What happened on Nas or on what is this called? US 30. Okay, US 30 looks chopped. Wow. Yeah, US 30 doesn't have that much volume compared to Nasdaq. That's crazy. This is the market to place orders. If you're a trader that waits for like confirmation like me and then places the order, I would say if you're looking at the zone, just place the order on the zone. Let it play out. And it will. It'll play out very quickly. Damn. Nasty day. Nasty day. And I can't imagine what's going to happen for the rest of the day. I mean, this is just the first 15 minutes and it already moved up 1%. I mean, it already recovered yesterday's move. The overnight move. Mind you, we were down, I think, almost 2% overnight, which I said was a lot. Yeah. No, yeah, we fully recovered yesterday's move. That's crazy. I was not expecting. Maybe I was, but not this bad. I mean, I said a couple minutes ago that the pre-market candlesticks were big, so they might be big during New York Open. I did not expect them to be this big. I mean, this is great, but it's also dangerous at the same time. This is Scalper Island. I mean, you don't even need to place a trade for the day. You could be in and out and be done. Look, this is 100.1 minute candlestick right here. Crazy day, crazy day. A 1 minute, 100 point candlestick. I'd be careful. I'd definitely be careful. I mean, it's up to you whether you size down or keep the same size, but if you keep the same size, you'll definitely be in and out if it goes in your favor. I definitely wish I kept the same size. I'm not gonna lie. It would have been a winning day for a fact. Wow. I'm very impressed. I like this. I do. Even though I lost, I do like this volume. I feel like we've needed this volume. The volume that we've had the past couple days. Wow, I was just not expecting all of this. Low key, I should have just full ported CPI called it a day. Wow. I mean, I can't even be surprised. Yesterday was a crazy sell off. Yesterday was over, I think it was like 1,600 points, which is crazy. Crazy. But that was it for me. I definitely want to see how the rest of the day plays out. Um, so I'll journal later and see. I mean, I kind of know my trade idea didn't really play out. I mean, technically it did, but not how I wanted it to. Like I was thinking shorts from this area, but the entry confirmation was so far away from my usual entry because the candlesticks are so much bigger. Okay, now I know. Imagine tomorrow's like very low volume day. I don't think it will, but that's crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't even know what to say. I'm definitely wondering what's gonna happen throughout the day. If it's gonna be a crazy day like yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But if it is, I think it'll be good. I mean, another trending day is really good. I won't know it's a trending day right now though, because we're back to the opening range. I will say though, you can get really good moves in one candlestick. Like this candle here looks normal. It's 100 points. But that was it for me. I'm gonna go outside and touch some grass. Yeah, I think that's the best thing I could do. Maybe I honestly I would trade an evalve. I definitely would. I mean, this is a perfect market for either 1 day evalves. I mean, you can pass in one candlestick if you full port it, or even like a regular evalve. You could easily make 1,500 on a 50K count in one candlestick. I would say today's a really good day for passing evalve, especially like a 1 day pass. So I probably will do that. Just not now. Um, but yeah, wow, interesting day. Honestly, I was not expecting this crazy of a day. How do I copy trade with brackets? Um, right now I'm copy trading with brackets because I'm using Tradecopia, so it allows me to trade with brackets and still copy trade. That's how you need like a third party copier, but that's only if you're trading on Tradeovate. Wow. But alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I would take it safe today for sure. And that's up to you if you want to size down or keep the same size. But if you keep the same size, remember your usual stop loss is probably way smaller than you think right now because the candlesticks are huge. I'm trading fundeds right now. Yeah, on this stream, I trade fundeds. I don't trade evalves on stream because I don't honestly, I don't manage risk the best way on evalves. So I like to pass them quick. I also don't trade evalves during New York session. I trade them either in the afternoon or like during Asia. I trade them very differently. I trade them in a way that's not profitable long term, but is profitable short term, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I wish you guys good luck, and I'll definitely advise you to be careful. Be careful with your trades.